EC2 instances deployment. In that deployment only, till now we have seen T2.micro type of instances. Okay, and today we will see a different type of instances what we have available over there. And on top of it, we'll do a practical implementation. Please keep your laptop outside only, so you won't waste more time over there. Okay. So, laptop you guys have all three. Take out. I'll give you the accounts. Okay, fine. Now see over here, what exactly it is there. So we talked about into the EC2 console. This is your EC2 console over there, and this is the instances running. Okay. For example, as of now, there is no instances running. So fine, that is not an issue. Let's assume there is a scenario called there is a scenario for an example. If you see over here, go a little bit down. Okay. So if we notice over here, this is a T2.micro. This is a T2.micro type of instance. Okay. When I say T2.micro, what exactly it means? It means this is belongs from a family called T2. Okay, which having a virtual CPU of 1 CPU and the RAM is 1 GB. Okay, virtual CPU is 1 and RAM is 1 GB. Now, understand one scenario in a production environment. Sorry. In a production environment or in a development environment or in a testing environment or in a staging environment. Generally, this kind of a system cannot be used. So just for a test basis, a kind of a test environment. Because this having very less space, very less like storage we did not even talked about, but very less space over there. So think of a scenario if I want to configure an application, a bigger application, in that scenario, it's highly chances are there that this environment or this application can crash. Any application can crash. Okay. So what exactly AWS offers? Whereas when we talked about VMware, okay, in the beginning classes, we've seen about that we can configure multiple types of storage, multiple type of RAM over there. We can increase RAM, we can increase storage. Let's see one thing before we go further. Okay. Let's say for an example, if is there an EC2 instance. This is an EC2 instance. Let's say, for an example, in a real-time scenario, if I'll use, let's say, I want to send this data to someone somewhere. Okay, some application is there. As of now, I'm just keeping it as an S3. If you don't know S3, so that is properly fine, not an issue. Just it is a storage for a while. Okay, and I have created, and there is a user. User, let's say this is one user. User one. Okay, this is your EC2 instance. S3 is a service which we will talk about in some days. Okay, this user now want to configure an application into this EC2 instance. What exactly happened over here is that user want to deploy an app. See, always remember these are servers. Okay, where in the servers only you are like deploying the applications or a product, any name you can call it as. It can be an enterprise product, it can be an e-commerce product. When I say product, it means something based on technology. Okay. My voice is a bit down. I was traveling from last 2 3 days. Okay. So it means somewhere where the application has to be set up. Okay, and have to be run in between. So that is the user want to do it. So let's say user want to deploy WhatsApp. Okay, user want to deploy WhatsApp. Where exactly he want to deploy WhatsApp? He want to deploy WhatsApp into this server. Fine. Now what happened? He started reading the documentation. Started reading documentation. By reading documentation, he find that okay, the minimum requirement to run this application. Always remember, any application that run on a virtual server or one virtual machines, sorry, that have a requirement to run. Let's say, in a very layman example or in a very simple example, if I'll say, uh, you want to run Java. Most of you, for example, from the CS background, if not, you want to run any application in your laptop. Okay? And you purchase a very good laptop over there, but you forget to check, okay, what Java supports, what minimal requirement of Java needed to run on the laptop. Let's say Java said that, okay, I need a RAM of 5 GB. I need a CPU of 5 CPU cores. But you have purchased a laptop which is a 4 GB RAM, 4 CPU core. In that particular scenario, what is going to be happen? You will see a compatibility issue, a platform issue, a platform support won't work, right? So definitely, if you invested 50K on that laptop, that is no use because your work which you want to do it is not working. Again, very layman example. When you went to a college, okay, for example, your BTech, BCA, MCA, whatever technical degree you are, and they ask bring a laptop. So you discuss at the home, and you're like, okay, I have to purchase a laptop to run the software. Okay? Once you purchase the laptop, then you're trying to run some softwares over there due to the platform issues or due to the not proper configuration, the laptop does not make sense over there. Right? So in that particular scenario, VMware generally give an option. You can go customize it. But on top of it, Amazon also give an option. That is how that we are going to talk about. So if I'll say this particular topic, this is called it as EC2 instance, EC2 instance types. EC2 instance types. So there are n number of instances we have available, and each instances perform different type of configuration. Okay. So over here, what exactly it is going to be done? Okay, let me add it from there also. So some notes will also be there. Okay. So let's what exactly it is there. So there are some instance types available over here. Okay, when we say instances, what means there are like different type of instance types available as of now into this AWS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some 6. 6 type of different type of instances. What those instances types are? One is general purpose instances, general purpose instance. One is compute optimized instances. One is memory optimized. One is storage optimized. One is accelerated instances. One is high memory. One is previous generation. These different type of instances are available. Okay, and each different type of instance is used for different categorization. When I say general purpose instances, let's say you just joined an organization and they are telling you to explore what is virtual server, what is virtual machines, what is accessibility. So what we will use general purpose of instances. Under general purpose instances, we will be again having a different type of instances. It can be A series instances, it can be M series instances, it can be T series instances. Right now, what you are learning, that is a T series instances. Yes or no? And we are going to the cloud over here. What exactly we are doing? We are using a family type T2. This is part of your general purpose instance. Okay. So we stick on general purpose instances. For an example, I have this configuration where I want to deploy a WhatsApp application on EC2 server, and this should go to the S3 bucket. I have a application, and it should go to the S3 bucket over there. For an example, suddenly you find that by default, you find that, okay, the RAM which it is just using 1 GB. 1 GB it is providing, and CPU it is providing 1 GB. And this is a T2 instance, sorry, T2 instance type. From where you are seeing T2, it is mentioning over here because I have used a family called T2 instance type. But you find that, okay, if I install this much of virtual machine on this server, this can be very small for me, and I can end up with an issue. Issue can be with the deployment where it can fail, where the deployment can fail, and I cannot go and like use it for a longer run. Think of an investment purpose. If you are purchasing a laptop, you definitely go for a high-end configuration. That in the future, if any issue comes, you at least have that capability support available over there. Fine. So in that particular scenario, let's say I want to change to any other services or any other thing. What exactly it happen? I'll just click on compare instance type. I'll just click on compare instance type. If you see over the list, there are 538 different types of instance type. Means 538 combination is available with respect to the EC2 instance. Means I can configure a virtual machine now of a RAM 1 GB is also possible. I can configure a virtual machine of T2 large which having a CPU of 2. As of now, what we are doing is T2 micro, which is available into free tier. But there is an option where I can configure it T2 large, which having a virtual CPU of 2 GB, a virtual CPU of 2 CPU cores, and RAM is 8 GB. Why this feature have been given by AWS? As of now, can someone tell me this kind of implementation or this kind of a configuration what we are doing it is automative or this is manual? Whatever installation you are doing right now for the operating system, is this automative? Automative it is happening or it is happening with the manual process? What do you think? Till now you have done so many.
It's a manual.
Okay. I got one answer from online. What about here? It is automative or it is manual? Which kind of installation you are doing it when you are creating an EC2 instance? When you are creating an EC2 instance, you are creating a virtual server. It is a manual type of server you are creating or it is an automated? This is purely a automative based installation. It's an automated installation. Why it is automated installation? What exactly you are doing it in this scenario? You are not doing anything. Okay. What exactly you are not doing anything? It means you are just giving the name. You are selecting some parameters. But the installation part, for an example, if I'm using Amazon Linux as an image, if I'm using it, okay, from the AWS cloud perspective, I'm not doing any configuration. I cannot move storage here and there. I cannot configure networks over here and there. Whatever AWS is suggesting me, I'm just picking up that particular features available over there. So it means this is purely an automation based installation is happening. I'm just following the template for installing my operating system. Okay. And after that, I will be deploying a server on top of it. Clear? Fine. So now, what exactly you have to do it? You have to configure one t2.micro as an instance first. Okay. And then we'll try to replicate a scenario where what we will do, we will update to t2.micro to t2.medium. First, we will try to update it. Okay. And then we will try to create a fresh installation of a software in the server. Fine. That we will going to do it. So please start deploying one more server of t2.micro. Super, show me your laptop. And AWS is logged. Someone is, I'm not sure, I don't remember. Someone pinged me that someone got a charge. If you are getting a charge over the AWS, the 40, 50 rupees is there, 100 is there. So please pay that amount. Okay. If you are getting 1K or 2K, at that time we will raise a request to the support because they will only give 2 or 3 chance for reimbursement. So try to, if bills come bigger, then we will raise a request. So I'm creating user for from your account. They can use it and they can delete it. Okay. What is your name? Your name. Your name. Okay. Fine. Ready? Okay. Okay. Take it from Skype. I dropped you for you. You did not join Rupa from Skype. Where? Skype you don't have? Skype you don't have? Huh? Fine. Wait. You just share with her the details. Okay. You just tell your name. So user should be there in the account. Then you at home also you can try. KMR KR Kareem, right? I'm just mentioning Kareem student. Okay. Just for a reference. So where is your Skype? You take from the Skype first and try to see that whether you're able to access or not. Password is there in the CSV only. Downloaded, accessing or not? What happened? Hmm? Join that AWS group. No? Sorry. AWS morning batch. Internet is working. Internet is not working. Connect this one. Connect. What happened to your laptop? What happened? Started? What is your name? Last one. Okay, fine. Please quickly do. We'll proceed further. Quickly. Uh, Lalit, share your screen quickly. Okay. Just see over here. Wait, I'll share. I'm. So first, you guys try. What happened? Open your laptop. See now what exactly we were talking it about over here is like if we first we'll see that whether we were able to change it or not. Okay. We'll divide into two ways. One way is a fresh installation. Fresh means purely from the scratch, and second is the upgrade scenario. Okay, fresh means we will create t2.micro and then we will see if it is getting upgrade or not t2.medium. Okay, so let's say I'm just telling it as fresh installation. Fresh installation. Let's do it. Okay, and image we are. Let's try today Mac OS to see. Maybe try Mac operating system. There are three different type of operating system. Right? One is Linux, uh, Windows, and Mac. We'll try with Mac operating system. So it never worked, but let's see. And uh, if you have noticed one thing, the configuration for using Mac is see how much higher. Mac 1, virtual CPU is 12 CPU cores and 32 GB RAM. Okay, let's keep it for some another experiments tomorrow class. Okay, as of now, let's keep it for Amazon Linux only, small only. So OSM is selected. I hope I don't have to re-talk about these all parameters. Everyone is clear on this part, right? It's very specific. Just creating a new key pair. Let's say fresh key, fresh key, right? And just saying is create key pair. Okay. And the network setting is instance times I'm keeping as t2.micro because I want to upgrade it. So we will see whether it is getting upgraded or not. Okay. Network setting VPC, let's keep it default. As of now, you don't know the custom part, so fine. Subnet, will take it as availability zone 1B, means out of 3 labs, one of the lab in the Mumbai region, we are taking it. Perfect. Auto assign enable. This parameter you will get to know in very detail when we talk about something at private level. Private subnets when we talked about. Okay. As of now, don't keep it. Let's give as a security group name as a test security group. Okay, group. Let's do it over here. Just I have given this just a name, nothing else. Okay. By default, the storage is 8 GB. This is called as instance storage. That is called it as an instance storage. That is called is this one. Okay. That is called an instance storage. Fine. And now these are the few parameters we did it. So what we did it, we just given a name, number of instance one. Okay. Main part is this one for us as of now. T2.micro. That is what we have to do it. And we have to update this thing with the another compare instance type that is called T2.medium. That which we are going to try it. Let's see whether it is working or not. Okay, because generally it should work, but let's see. I'll just click on launch instance. Okay. Meantime, when this installation is going on, let me add a security group. So what exactly I have to do is I have to click on security group. Okay. And then I have to add a rule. So what rule I have to add now? Hmm? What rule we have to add it over here? Come on, guys. What inbound rule we have to add it? What exactly you have to add it over here? How you are accessing then if you don't know this part? What exactly you are doing in this page? How many of you completed the project? Last classes? You completed. You? What about you guys? Created. Then what is that? What we have to add it over here? If you have completed the classes that your project is on this part only. What you have added over here? What exactly you have added? Hmm? Which port? Definitely, when you are using a security group, you have to add a port and protocol to access it. Yes or no? So, what exactly you are doing it? You are using because you want to access the Linux server into your box, and that server you want to access it. If that server you don't want to access it, then how you are going to configure it? So in this scenario, you will be accessing your port. I have shown this thing in very detail to you guys in the last classes itself. I am not finding that boy where it was. His name was Venkat, right? Venkat was on that drawing. So this is the port you are adding because you want to access the server. Please create EC2 instances your boxes quickly. Everyone start quickly creating. लिंक इसमें एक्सेस हो गया। डिटेल्स होंगे ना, इसको आप ओपन करो, ओपन दिस URL, complete URL, open it and run it on web browser. Start doing it. Able to deploy, able to configure. If you guys are able to configure, then why you are not understanding what exactly we are doing it? Always remember, guys, please don't repeat these small, silly things. If you do that thing, then how you are going to understand what exactly the major component? Please remember, whatever the terminology we are using it, remember it. Because these terminology, when you go into DevOps class, it will not go in a base. It will go directly at high level without talking about those parameters. So remember, for SSH, for Linux, you use port number 22. For Windows, you use RDP. Okay, clear? And the port is 3389. Note it down. Note it down with you. So again, you won't remember, or I have to again ask it. Accessible now? Copy that link. HTTPS link is there, which is there in the CSV file. Super, help them out. Tell them the link. Note it down a point for SSH. Just note it down. Make it as important note. To access a Linux server, just note it on this point first. To access the Linux server, we should be using SSH as an protocol, SSH as an protocol, and port is 22. And port is 22. To access Windows, we'll use protocol as RDP, and port is 3389. Port is 3389. That's fine. Working? Just copy that link, hyperlink. For you happen, Yami? So you copied it wrongly. Download again. You are able to deploy EC2 instances. Okay, meantime, whether to upgrade, try one more thing. Those who are able to do it, try deploying one window operating system. Try deploying window operating system. You don't have to deploy Linux. So try deploy window operating system. The people over here, people with the call, try deploying Windows operating system. Okay, working. Now enter the credentials. Enter your username, which is there into the CSV. Share that same link with the Yamini also. Over the Skype only, you share the same link. Enter the username and the password is arst@dm1n. Yamini, I dropped into the chat. You take it from there. Take it from there. You joined, right? Type you joined. Okay, just take it from there. I'm dropping your credentials over. Oh, it isn't. ARST, ARST@dm1, and this is the password. You can use it. So remember those points, what exactly we have to do it for setting up an EC2 in Windows. Which image you needed? You need Windows. Right. Yamini, take that credentials from the chat. Able to and add what exactly the port you have to access. What is the port? Hmm? For Windows. Are you able to do it? Fine. People over the call, are you guys able to do it? Windows environment accessibility. People over the call, is anyone able to do the Windows EC2 instance configuration? Now it should be straightforward. Okay, just see over here for a while, everyone. First, let's take this scenario. This is a scenario where we have configured one AWS EC2 instance t2.micro. Everyone here over the screen, t2.micro. So first thing, if you see over here, clear and just typing here this command /etc os hyphen release. As of now, just read it clearly. What exactly it is mentioned, the details of the operating system. Okay. And if I just type a command called lscpu, what it will give me? It will give me whole set of details related to my CPU, which exactly CPU is getting used. Okay, means this is an architecture of x86 64-bit. This is a 64-bit processor. There are two types of processor. One is 32-bit processor. Another one is 64-bit processor is there. Okay, and what exactly it is showing that it is for Intel. In the reality, in a real world, the way we use our laptop, right? That they are like which processor we want to purchase it. Okay, Intel processor should be there, or it should be a Ryzen processor, right? So same way, virtual machines or servers is also having the same replica only. There is no differences between the real systems as well as into the virtual system. Okay, so if we see over here, it is showing that Intel processor is there. Okay, and what exactly it is showing that number of CPU is one or number of node is one over there. So this give me some bit of details. I just want to see that, okay, how much space it is there. I see that, okay, 940 N, free minus M, it means free memory. M means memory. I can use it instead of M, I can use G also. But G is not showing because it is still in MB, 949 MB. If it is at least 1 GB also, I can able to see. So now you clear that, okay, RAM is this much for this system. This is T2.micro. But now I find that, for an example, let's say I created one directory over here. Let's say WhatsApp only. Your screen is visible, right? Everyone? Visible, right? Make directory WhatsApp. Okay. And I went into this directory, WhatsApp. Okay. Enter. ls. Let's see. And I thought that, okay, I should install my product over here. I should install my product over in this application. Let's take a real-time scenario with the product also. Okay, for an example, I just want to install Java into this one. I just want to install Java into this one. So what exactly I will do? Let's say I'll do Azul Java downloads. Just taking one real example only to showcase this, guys. Okay, and I'll just go into this download section. Sorry. What exactly it is showing that okay, if you want to download it, you can download this MSK and all, but I don't want this MSK part. I want something onto the Linux flavor. So what I'll do, Java version, I'll take, let's say, I want 17. Okay, Java 17. There are many latest versions is available. So assume as Java is the product which you are installing into the virtual server. Then operating system, I'll say, let's say, I'll just giving it as a Linux one because we don't have Amazon over here showcasing it. Or it is there. Amazon Linux. Okay. Architecture can be 64-bit processor and the JDA package. Okay. What exactly I'll do? I'll just click on star.zip. Star.zip. And I want this link to be copied. Or what I'll do? I'll use any other browser. I can do it by downloading the file into this one, but I want a link because if we'll have a link, hyperlink, again on top of it, what exactly we will be doing it? We will use the wget now. So download it. Let's say Control V, and it should now start downloading it. Suppose copy the download link. Okay, I just click on copy the download link to click. Okay, let's say I just want to go over here and try to access downloading this file if it is taking. Okay, so what exactly it is trying? It is trying to download that particular file. Okay, I'll do the ls or l, whatever it is. So as of now, I just installed a product only for an example to make you guys understand what exactly we are trying to. Okay, so think as you have a virtual machine server. Instead of WhatsApp, I just used Java into my server. So somehow I'm very new. For an example, I'm very new and I don't know like okay how much configuration is required to install Java. So I choose whatever was available. I directly choose t2.micro and I just started doing it. Then after that, what happened? When this file was available, I see that there is an extension .r.gz. What is the command to untar this file? Hmm? What is the command to untar this file? Linux classes, apart from you, how many of you completed? Everyone? What is the command to now untar this file? What command we will use? People over here, people over the call. This can be your tar command. Okay, tar ZXXVR, and you can just untar that particular file. Once you do untar, what exactly it is going to be happen? It will completely untar the file. Means it will make it from the bundled one to the completely open source file. If it is zip, then you should be using unzip command. If it is .sh, you should be using dot slash of file name and hyphen hyphen console. Hyphen hyphen console. Let's say if it is any file is there, sh is there or not. Yeah. No, there is no sh. It is there. Let's say this is their key tool. For example, if I want to use this file, I can use this key tool command. Okay, that's the reason it is showing me the set of commands. Fine, but we are not going in that way. So a simple example which I want to showcase you that okay, this is the product which is going over in this one. This is a scenario. Now I find that okay, there is some issues happen due to my storage. If I'll see over the storage, it is very less, for example. Now I want to increase the like configuration of my system. So what I will do, I will directly go to the AWS cloud. I'll directly go to the AWS cloud over here. With this some problem also. When we do the change of instance type, you have to actually stop the instances. That is generally not recommended into the production environment. It is not also a bit, also not a good practice to stop the server itself. Because think of a scenario if it is a bank server, do you have that time to stop the servers itself? Definitely, if something, a bank server or US Army server or Indian Army server, if that server is going stop state, then definitely it is not the recommended solution. So from the beginning only, you should be having that mindset that you should choose the right EC2 instance type. Okay. So for an example, what exactly I have to do it? I have to go over here and make the instance as a stop. Once this instance is stopped, first part, what is going to happen? Your connection will break. Your connection will break because this is your just a tool we are using. After that, what is going to be happen? Once this instance is in full-fledged stop state, as of now, if you see over here, it is still in stopping mode. It is still in stopping mode. Stop. Okay. After that, what exactly you have to do? Select this one, fresh installation, select actions, go to instance settings, okay, and click on change instance type. Click on change instance type. So what exactly it will show you? It will give you all the details. Okay, this is you are using it for the configuration. Now from which you want to do it. From which you want to do it. So for an example, I just tell it that okay, please change me with let's say T2 dot medium. T2 dot medium. So what will happen? It will show me the difference between these two instances. That okay, T2 dot micro which you are using, that is this configuration, and which is you are about to change it, that is going to be this configuration. Right? So that difference you will see. But if you stuck in such a problem and you don't find any way, this is a way you can do it. There is another way where we should attach a volume, that is a different concept all over. But because as we are talking about EC2, we are talking about instance, we are talking about instance types. So this is one of the scenarios. Clear? Any doubt in this part? Any doubt in this part? What exactly after that you have to do it? Click on change. Once you change, your instance types is updated to T2 dot medium. Your instance type updated to T2 dot medium. Let's start this instance now again. Let's start this instance again. Until unless the status checks come into the in a running phase, it means the server is not ready. It means the server is not ready. Till tomorrow, you should be having at least 5 to 6 servers ready in your bucket. Everyone. Not tomorrow, sorry, till today only. Weekend you already wasted, that is for clear. Till today, evening, around 6 p.m., I need a word files from each of you to be available into that WhatsApp chat. You should be create EC2 instance. You should be accessible it. Capture all the screens onto your Word file and still able to access to that area. You have to capture it everything and you have to drop into the WhatsApp till evening. Everyone have now accounts. Everyone is able to perform it. Use Micro only free account. Created access it. Evening, I need each one of you around whatever students are there, 20, 25, 30 students you guys are there. Just share me in the evening. Then only we will proceed with the next class. If that is not going to be happen in the evening, around 6 to 7, don't expect me to proceed further. Right? If you don't understand the things, there is no use to make these things keep going, keep going, keep going. Because again, when you go in DevOps, you are not going to understand anything, and that is waste again. The evening, you do practice, you talk each other, you interact with each other, you take help. I don't have any clue on that part. Go through the recording, but I need these things to be ready. You should be create one EC2 instance for Linux. You should be create one EC2 instance for Windows. And these with the screenshot should be available in a Word file format, should be available into the WhatsApp channel. Clear? Now let's go again on this part and let's say client and log in again. Fine. So see one more thing happened. As of now, what we are using it, we are using this IP. If you have noticed one thing, as I told, if something, when a servers go down and the IP is dynamic, sometimes the IPs are very dynamic. The IPs can also get changed. If you have noticed over here, whatever IP we are using earlier, that was 65.1.0.45. Now, after changing the configuration, this IP got changed with the 43.204.216.184. This is the IP got changed. Take care, please. Rest. Okay. Rest or saved? One. Fine. Click on login. And this, once you change the IP, it should be working. Show me a laptop. On करके check करो इस Fine. So this is when it is updated, just type a command ls CPU. Okay. Then now CPU list increased to 2 CPU cores, which was 1. And then just type free-m space increases 3904 or use it as free-g. Total memory is 3 GB, which was earlier 998 MB. That means the component have been increased from this server, right? So this is what you have to do it when you change it from this server to another server. Okay, this component to another component. Clear this part? Okay. Just having a lot of things we will do, but today, first of all, you guys have to complete this part. Everyone, make it ready. These things and do multiple creations of server. Create it, delete whatever it is there. Okay. Those whoever is using the person's account, please delete whatever you are creating it in their accounts. Okay, so they won't get any charges. Okay, please be cautious because if you are using someone else's account, what exactly it is needed. Okay.
Sir,
And then
could you please tell the task?
task is to, if the person is already deployed EC2 instances, for them it is fine. If you have not deployed till now in a single day, so deploy an EC2 instance for Linux server and for Windows server. For both of them, you have to do it. Linux server also and Windows server. So I need two servers. One is for Linux. Okay. That Linux server you have to create it. And this time, not Amazon Linux. You should use Red Hat 9. Red Hat 8.6 version. Red Hat 8.6 version. You have to take it and deploy. And you should be pasting the output that okay, this is the Red Hat version. So your Linux class also get tested whether it is working or not, whatever you have done. So paste me the output that okay, this is the version of the operating system I'm using it. Okay. And for Windows, it should be Windows Server 2019. You have to configure it. Okay. Configure it, access it onto the UI, onto the screen, figure it out how to generate the things, and then drop me over there. Okay. Any doubts? In an assignment, any doubts? Or it's clear? It's straightforward, which we are doing right now. Thing is that you have to configure now two additional operating systems with the different versions. You are not going to use Amazon Linux. You will be using Red Hat 8.6. Another one is your Windows Server 2019. Remember, these are the two operating systems I need. Clear? Fine. Any doubts further to anyone? People over call, people over here. Fine. Timeline is today evening 6 p.m. or 6:30 or max 7. More than that, it is actually a task of just 30 minutes to do. But you have to do it, and whoever is doing it by their own, as of now, you take help of each other, you take a help of Google. For a while, you don't help anyone as of now. Try it out, research it first. Still, if you are not able to do it, then take help of each other. And then you are only going to explain in the tomorrow class how exactly this implementation happened. Because I have explained till the core, one step to you, till you are not able to answer today what is port and protocol. So it means you are not you are not doing revision at all. And this tomorrow attendance I will going to take from each of you. You all should be available in the class. Apart from online batches, people is fine. Whoever is on offline batches, you should be there into the class. Okay. Before that, I don't want that any. If you think that okay, just I remember people by face. So if you are not coming tomorrow, just thinking that okay, well, I'm leaving it or I'm going out to station, there is no tomorrow excuse. I want that particular things to be submitted over here only. Remember, no one should get fever. No one should get any kind of thing for tomorrow class. Clear? Okay. Third one. Clear? Everyone? Fine. Thank you, everyone.